honest host, and I've got exciting news for you. Last anthology, Series 1, The Literary Parrot, did such a great job. We wanted to continue to provide this community service to our viewers and to our contributors to the program. So please get up and get a copy immediately. You know, if you're in this book, you want to get a copy. If you're not in the book, you want to get a copy and see what we're doing. You want to be excited with us. We want you on this program, and we hope to see you sometime soon on The Literary Parrot. You have to get your hands on this copy. It's amazing. It's an absolutely beautiful anthology meant just for you. Our past guests have been invited back to contribute yet again to this Series 2. We do this quarterly anthology. We will be doing this after our 200 episode milestone. As of this last quarter, we reached 200 episodes, and past that, get up and get a copy immediately. This is the only TV show on earth for creative writers, and our guests are amazing. They're also community activists building from the ground up. This program is for everybody out there who is a creative mind. Order several copies if you can and donate to local libraries. Give them to your friends, cousins, fans, supporters, anybody that you think loves poetry. And it's not just poetry in this book. Remember, this is creative mind. So we have prose, fiction, short stories, essays, artwork, anything you can think of, artistically creative, photographs. Everything in this book is packed. It is packed. It is just absolutely packed. If you want to get your hands on it now,
listen to the people, listen to humanity, listen to the Parrot, Parrot TV, Parrot TV, Parrot TV, Parrot TV, Parrot TV, Parrot. Listen to the people, listen to humanity, listen to the Parrot, Parrot TV.
Do you know that there is a publishing company that wants to make life easier for you as a writer? This publishing company is called World Inkers Printing and Publishing. We publish in all different languages, and we're looking for writers of all genres, all formats. We're looking for scholars, ghostwriters, playwrights, poets, short fiction, novelists, you name it. We're looking for anybody who is interested in writing and the craft of writing to be in touch with us. You can reach us at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. With World Inkers Printing and Publishing, you do not require a lot of money to publish with us. Contact us today at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. Become a winner with other authors at World Inkers Printing and Publishing. Give us a shot. We will surely finish you. Hi, welcome to World Inkers Network. I'm Dustin Pickering, your noble and honest host. This is episode number 253. Today we have Asha Kumari, or otherwise known as Asha Roy. She was born in a village of Samastipur district, Bihar, India. She is postgraduate in environmental science from Sikkim and Manipal University, India. She is hardworking, self-sufficient, rebellious by nature for justice, and always stands for humanity. She has been working as a copy editor with an esteemed firm at Tara Corporation, New Delhi, India, since 2008. She has been acknowledged and praised by many clients for her editorial works. She is a passionate reader, writer, essayist, editor, and bilingual poet. She took poetry as her passion to better express her ideas, her thoughts, her visions, and her point of view according to her conscience. Her poems have been published in different newspapers, archives, websites, and journals. Some of her co-authored English anthologies are Midnight Moments, OPA Anthology of Poetry 2021, Healing Through Verses 1, Peace and Love Inks Around the World, Volume 1. Some of her published co-authored Hindi anthologies are Mir Jabat, Babak Parinda, Safar, Shikar Tak, Shri, Abakayati, A Bond of Navodians, Modini Shahai, and she has been honored and awarded by many organizations for her poetic verses. Recently, she has been awarded jointly by Motivational Strips and Gujarat Sahitya Academy as a mark of respect to India's 75th Independence Day Literary Honors 2021. She is interested in human welfare, and she is passionate to reach people on the globe for her writing and poems. Thanks for joining us on the show today, Asha. How are you? Can you hear me? You're muted. Just letting you know. Let me unmute you real quick. You're on mute. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, Asha. How are you? Sorry, there was a little bit of a trouble there. We were unmuted,
Yeah,
so
I am fine, dear. Thank you.
well, it's nice
Thank.
nice to meet you.
Yeah. Am I audible?
You're audible, but we can't see you. Okay, now we can
Yeah.
we can see you
Now I
now.
am audible. Yeah. Thank you.
Now we see
Uh,
you. Okay, there you go. Okay, great,
yeah.
excellent, awesome. We had some
Yeah.
network issues and some trouble
Yeah.
with some technology issues, but we've got it covered
Yeah.
now. Excellent to meet you online. And my first question would be for you. When you're editing, and do you feel there's a difference between editing your own poetry and copy editing professionally, or for another writer, or for your anthologies?
Yeah. While editing the other author's manuscript, we usually check language part, grammar, prepositions, and um, style part, many other things.
Mm-hmm.
As but while editing my own poetry, um, obviously I have deep knowledge of my poem, so I can embellish it and adorn it according to my according to my own mm, uh, uh, own possibility, and I can adorn my sentences. I can check uh, the senses, because I am writing myself, so I can edit. I have deep whatever I want to speak. I can make it more clear. But while editing the uh, other authors manuscript, sometimes we don't have the deep knowledge of the text, so we usually check grammar part, language, prepositions, and obviously sometime authors give us um, publisher, from publisher we have some style sheet, so we check according to style sheet and consistency, hyphenation,
Mm-hmm.
many other things. Basically grammar part, and we check for subject verb agreement, preposition, semicolon, many things like grammatically we correct it.
Mm-hmm.
But while editing my own part, we can make it. We can make we can edit our sentences if we want.
Right.
So like, yeah.
That's interesting. You went into some pretty good detail about the editing process, and for especially for others. So that's quite fascinating to me, how a person can
uh,
be in a mindset with their own poetry. You understand what you're trying to say and what you're doing stylistically. With someone else, it's very different, and it's like being in
yeah.
a different mind. So one of your goals is to reach a global audience. Why do you want a global audience? What is it that you want to say that you think your poetry will convey to people globally?
Yeah. Actually, I want to reach on globe just to spread love and peace around the world. I
Mm-hmm.
want to convey my message to the whole world that there is no weapon more powerful than love in this world.
Mm-hmm.
So only with love we can we can conquer anything in the world. So just and I think especially love love, compassion, truth, honesty, faith. These are some virtues, human virtues, which are actually to very important to bring harmony, peace in the world. So, just I want to convey through my manifest poetry, that uh, mm, love and peace is the main thing on which we should focus, and we should increase brotherhood, and I think there is only oneness in the world. So according to there should not be any discrimination according to caste, race, ethnicity, and I feel that only there is only oneness in the oneness should be in the universe. We all are human. There should be no discrimination, and especially I want to adorn the world with divine changes, divine hues, and if I will able to like spread through my poetry, then I would like to awaken the souls. I will like to awaken the many people to embellish their own soul, and to awaken and should recognize their own potentiality. And one more thing I want to convey to the whole world, that we should try to uh, like we should try to eradicate, abolish hunger, poverty, and we like every people should get basic amenity. There should no be hunger, and everywhere should be happiness. So this is just my uh, small thing through which I want to like convey people. We should awake. We should collect our potentiality. We should aware of ourselves, and we should try to abolish all these uh, mm, uh, discrimination, poverty. We should eradicate poverty. So, but in many part of world, especially poor countries, we see that people are like people are
Hmm.
sleeping on roadside. They are not getting even food. So these type of thing, though I just want to throw my poem, awaken the people, that wake up, you people have the lots of potential. We all are same. We all have same potential. We are created by same God. So let's recognize our true self. Let's awaken, and let's uh, try to get everything what other people are getting. So that's what I actually want to convey.
It's quite a message that you would like to convey. I think it's a very powerful and inspiring message for the world to hear.
Yeah,
So, what else? What
and
else
then
inspires your writing? As far as like, do you have a moment like in the during the day that you like to write, or do you have a specific hour, or does it just come to you when it just happens?
no, actually, it happens. Sometimes we get some emotions, and I especially used to note down, pen down that time only. Otherwise, we forget. So anytime I can have that emotions, whenever I have that emotions, I used to pen it down.
Hmm. So,
Huh. So yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, actually, there is no particular time,
Okay.
but yeah, there is no particular time of writing. Whenever I get emotions, anything concept in my mind, I used to write down that time only. Otherwise, I will forget.
Right.
So
That's what happens with me too. Is when I'm wanting to write, if I don't write
yeah,
it down, if like go asleep or something, and I wake up, I've forgotten it. It's
yeah,
gone.
yeah. We will forget now. So obviously
Yeah, it's
that
be
time
quick.
only we need to pen it down.
So, is there any particular, like, if you like, say, watching the news or reading specific types of literature that really brings you to wanting to write, or is it just sometimes you just feel that way and just want to write?
Yeah, actually, I like to listen news,
Hmm.
mutual many things. I want to update myself, whatever is going around the world. So most of the time, I used to watch news, and somewhere from news also, when sometimes we see some people are in, in problem, many things happening in politically, and there are so many political issues in the world. Because of those political issues, innocent people are suffering. So those sometimes we get concept from there also to write down. Like while in COVID period, so many problems happened. We have seen it, how drastic it was. So
Hmm.
many things, that concept we get from there also to write down.
Yeah, I think that's true. It's there's a lot going on in the world. And as a
Yeah.
bilingual poet, do you find the differences between language? Is it hard for you? Do you ever do translations, and do you find that difficult, or do you find that fun and interesting? How do you feel about translating from different languages?
um no uh, Please repeat the question. Repeat the question.
Have you ever done translations from your poetry from, like, say, English to Hindi, or vice versa, one or the other?
Yeah, no, actually, I am lingual poet.
Hmm.
Most of the time, I used to write English only, because while editing my manuscript, most of the manuscript are English, in English. So when I used to edit in the same language, sometimes while editing, I get some concept and write down. And so in PC, it is easier to write down in English, and also because that's my work in English language. So most of the time I write in English,
Okay.
but sometimes obviously Hindi is my language, so I write in Hindi also. So many of the co-author books I have published in Hindi also. But in while writing in Hindi, I face one problem. Na, I have to write down in mobile. I have to write down notepad. I have to take a notepad in mobile. So that way, it is a bit difficult. But in case of English, while I am editing in PC, I used to write down, so it is easier. And
Hmm.
also, most of the time, I edit English only. So preferable language is English.
Hmm.
Uh,
When was the time when you realized you wanted to write poetry? Like, in early, was it? Did you start when you were very young, or did you start later in your adulthood?
no, actually, I think poetry was somewhere hidden inside me since childhood.
Hmm.
Uh, Actually, I used to write down some of my emotions, especially those emotions which I could not share with other people. I used to write down on paper, and after that, I used to trash it, because it was just for me. It was just for to get relief from that emotions. Sometimes some painful emotions I used to get to. I get cool down, and it soothed me, so I started writing that way. But in year 2019, my emotions bursted out, like it started engraving magically.
Hmm.
I could not stop my pen, it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I started writing for self-satisfaction and contentment. Also, writing empower our imaginary perspectives. So I think especially poetry comes when we get connected with our true self, and whenever we recognize our true self and be connected with our higher version, higher self, it is start flowing spontaneously. We don't have to like create something intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I never do that. It's my hobby. Writing poetry is like my hobby and passion. So
Mm-hmm.
I especially write for happiness. I It gives me pleasure. Uh,
We're going to take a brief break with World Inkers Network. Enjoy this moment and get to writing in the meantime. World Inkers Network. Know that there is a publishing company that wants to make life easier for you as a writer. This publishing company is called World Inkers Printing and Publishing. We publish in all different languages, and we're looking for writers of all genres, all formats. We're looking for scholars, ghostwriters, playwrights, poets, short fiction, novelists, you name it. We're looking for anybody who is interested in writing and the craft of writing to be in touch with us. You can reach us at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. With World Inkers Printing and Publishing, you do not require a lot of money to publish with us. Contact us today at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. Become a winner with other authors at World Inkers Printing and Publishing. Give us a shot. We will surely finish you.
Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot.
Welcome back to World Inkers Network. We have Asha Kumari with us today. So welcome again to the show. And I think we had some network issues. Do you have some poetry you'd like to read for us today?
yeah,
Can you hear us okay?
yeah. It's okay. Actually, I was explaining how poetry came to poetry came to my life.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, poetry start flowing spontaneously in 2019. For me, poetry acts as a medicine to boost my self confidence, and I think poetry also act as balm for many traumatic souls. It gives pleasure, it relieves us from pain, increase our imagination power, it gives self satisfactions, contentment, and sometimes uh, it it gives fill us with enthusiasm. If some poetry is written motivational poetry, when we read motivational poetry, it gives fill us with enthusiasm and zeal, make us aware with different types of emotions. Sometimes when we write down our painful emotions, we get relaxed and peaceful. So these are basically the purpose for which we write poems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Would you like to read us a poem?
especially, yeah,
Can you,
pardon me.
would you like to read a poem for us? One of your own poems
Yeah,
for us?
yeah. Actually, recently I have published my one of the book, Whisper of Divine Soul. I would like to recite poem. Uh,
It's World Inkers Network, and I'm Dustin Pickering. We have Asha
so
Kumari.
yeah, one of my poem is my ultimate discovery. My ultimate discovery is discovery of my own existence, all the truth of this mortal life, and my purpose as human being. My ultimate discovery is life behind curtain and veil, which is not visible but exists. My ultimate discovery is finding my true pure self, which is veiled and masked, carving since long to get awakened. My ultimate discovery is finding balance betwixt natures, all beings, and five basic elements from which universe has been made. My ultimate discovery is creating balance betwixt all living and non-living beings to make this earth paradise. So I would like to read one more poem.
Okay.
Yeah, one more poem. It is like True Love. The title of the poem is True Love. Touched by air, tickled me a bit, kept me amazed and perplexed. You came in my life like elixir, made me complete and whole. When picked in your eyes, I find my eternal home. My soul was longing for since many birth unknown. Revived my bare life, soured the spring of love, made me alive and awake, gave me strength and hope, made my dreams revived, bestowed with shower of happiness, my beloved, you felt me alive and made me blessed forever. You changed the direction of the voyage of my turbulent life, hold the oar of my lifeboat, and lit my intellect high. Wait, you quenched my thirst, filled my emptiness, and felt me pride of being me, ornamented with love and light. So these are my poems.
If you'd like to read a third, that you can do that as well. If you want to read a third poem,
Yeah,
would you like to read another one?
yeah. It was the first poem was discovery of my true self,
Mm-hmm.
and the other was the title was the true love. Should I read the other poem?
If you want to read a third one, that's fine.
Yeah, one poem I would like to read that I really like, that true freedom. That poem is especially about freedom. So I would
Yeah.
like to read it. Liberty. Liberty. The total freedom is right of all living beings, whether living in air, in water, or on land. It gives a person total independence to learn from mistakes and to grow ethereally. Liberty is the freedom of individual to grow without external hindrance, owing, owing mistakes and sins fearlessly, to grow forward without dreading out. Liberty is a gift not bestowed by other man, but it is unalienable rights belongs to us, endowed by God and laws of nature, to enjoy life and grow all together. We should never give up essential liberty for temporary safety or benefit. It will always lead us toward darkness, creating tremendous pain and melancholy. So these are the poems I like from my book.
Well, thank you for sharing those. So, what advice would you give younger writers today?
Uh, I will suggest younger writers to keep on writings, because through writings we can spread love and peace in the world. Especially, I think there is no existence of I in the world. Everyone, we all are connected with each other. If somewhere there is unbalance. Mother Earth create a balance through through flood, through many famine and many earthquake and many drastic things. So we through our poetry, at least we can raise the frequency of inverse, because poetry comes when our soul is pure and pious.
Mm-hmm.
Then it started flowing spontaneously, so that like pure emotions we can raise, we can give in this inverse to raise the frequency, to spread the love harmony in the society. What I think,
Mm-hmm.
this is the purpose. And as a poet we all should spread these things. And also we should the purpose of poetry is to awaken the peoples, to spread awareness, self
Mm-hmm.
awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Absolutely.
if we don't understand our own potentiality, then obviously how can you we can't improve ourselves. The
Mm-hmm.
basic thing is, if some other can just guide, we are the person, we are the people who has to follow that guidance, and we have to improve ourselves, we have to raise our potentiality. So the purpose of poetry is to spread awareness, to raise consciousness in people,
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
to make their life happy and enjoy. So these are the things I think.
Well, thank you for the that's dear. It's very true what you said, and I appreciate your words. I'm just curious, where did you hear about this program from to get an interview? Are you still there?
I'm not able to listen you, dear.
You can't hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Hello?
I think we lost you lost your speakers. Can you see me? Can you hear me now?
I'm not able to listen you.
Oh, very sorry. That's unfortunate. We lost Asha. So if we don't know where she heard of the show, but if she did hear from us from Passion of Poetry, thank you to Annette Tarpley, and thank you to Annette in general. Anyway, yeah, because she's been in a partnership with us as a World Inkers Network, and so I would just like to thank Annette Tarpley at Passion of Poetry. That's a group. If you want to take a look at it on Facebook, just jump on there and take a look at what they have to offer. And thank you again, Asha Kumari, for joining us on the program. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, it's like you're having some network trouble, but that's okay. What I was asking is, where did you hear about our program?
yeah, pardon me?
Where did you hear about World Inkers Network? Who did you hear about from us, or who did you hear about
Okay,
us from?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Actually, I heard there in the group, poetry group, the passion of
Okay.
poetry.
That's
Yeah,
what I
from
thought.
there
I
it
thought you were
was,
from
yeah,
Annette
Tapsi
Pathway.
ma'am, one of the senior poets.
Mhm.
She asked many of the poets to participate in this program. So I thought I should also participate.
Well, thank you so
So,
much. It's
from,
been really pleasant
yeah,
talking with you. What would your
yeah,
been a very nice interview.
especially,
And
yeah,
thanks to Passion of Poetry members, the members of Passion of Poetry. If you guys are watching today, thank you for watching. So
yeah.
what would your last I guess your last words be for our program today?
Yeah, at last, I would like to tell every poets that please keep on writing to
Hmm.
spread awareness, to spread love and peace in the world. We are the people who are conscious and we are aware. So it's our moral duty to reach more and more people, to make them aware, to make them soul conscious, so that our world will be better one day. So
Absolutely.
we people has to try at least. As a awakened person, I would like to like tell ki, every poet are most of the poets are aware and awakened. So
Hmm.
it's our moral duty to spread peace, harmony, and make more and more people aware and self conscious.
Would
So
you like
these are
to
the things.
Would you like to share any shout outs or thank yous to anybody while you're on the program?
Yeah, I will tell you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's been pleasant talking with you. It's been an excellent program today, and thank you so much. Sorry about the network issues; that can be frustrating, but it's been really nice and pleasant, and you offered a lot of good ideas and wonderful thoughts. So, if anybody out there is watching today and you are on Facebook, take a look at the Passion of Poetry. That's a wonderful group to share your poetry on, and they have a great set of administrators there. And Annette Tarpley is one that we've partnered with, and so thank you very much for connecting us with Asha. And if you are able to possibly donate to the program, World Inkers Network, anybody out there can donate. You can donate through PayPal, and that will be paypal.me/nyparrot. That's paypal.me/nyparrot. If you'd like to be a guest on the program, you can also send a headshot and a paragraph bio with a couple of samples of your work to Literary Corner at newyorkparrot.com. You can see the banner at the bottom there running. If you're watching the show today, we thank you so much. Subscribe, like, share, and comment on our content. We need your support. Any kind of support you can offer, if it's just to give us a like on the thumbs up on Facebook, or if you're on our YouTube station right now, and if you're not, go there and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. We love all of our fellow writers. And thank you so much for joining us today. And again, paypal.me/nyparrot. We want to keep this program alive and going freely and as open as possible to all of those participating. And we want more guests. So please suggest to people to take a look at our program at World Inkers Network. And if you're sitting there now this morning and you're kind of in a stump and you're not sure what to write about, I'll give you a prompt. Write about this program. Just kidding. Have a great afternoon. World Inkers Network.
In 6 Days, a poem by Jill Sharon Kimmelman. In 6 days, pristine snow will fall again. The air will be filled with the scent of newly arrived winter, frilling the ground, creating lacy patterns with our shoes. In 6 days, we will share warm, made from scratch cocoa. Discover a delight in devouring whispery confections of buttery toffees and chocolate truffles. In 6 days, we will cry through the pear.
Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the Parrot. Parrot TV.